Stars are matter, we are matter, but it doesn't matter. That's the Capt Beefheart. Probably a lot of you guys are like, who? Capt Beefheart was a musician, progressive, way beyond his time. Probably still unknown, but pretty good. And that goes along with my thought for today on that mind over matter. I don't mind because you don't matter. As a student, you're going to be doing all kinds of crazy stuff. You're going to be asked to run, 8 miles in 8 minutes. Go. You're going to have to work together as a team, and you're going to have 100 dudes who've never worked together, don't know each other, don't know anything, and you're all thrust together at Indoc, and you have to figure it out. But that's where it starts. You start that. You need to show up here with good character, good solid work ethic, and the teamwork baseline of that. Like, if you're good at running or you're good at doing something else, you might have to pick up the slack for somebody else who's having trouble. But then that guy might be able to do push-ups and says, "Oh, I can show you how to do push-ups." So, working together as a dais, as a team, you guys can all pass. And, I don't know, some schools, so teamwork gets beat into you here. And when I went to dive school, they used to do two-man comp. And for me, two-man comp was a blast. Because for buddy breathing, you have to clear the snorkel. But once you get breathing on air, you just have to push a little button. And it'll purge button, and it'll put air automatically in your mouth, and you're like, oh man, that's awesome. So it doesn't matter if you can't clear it; it'll be cleared anyway. So two-man comp is two guys. You start off swimming next to each other with 2 tanks and all your gear, and then someone comes down and tries to grab you, so you grab your buddy and hang on. Or they come down and they grab your fin. Well, you let them have your fin and you just keep going. Well, then they're going to come down, and eventually they take 1 tank, so it's just you and your buddy. And meanwhile, you're getting surged and pummeled, and they're coming down there and stomping you. But it's a blast. Like, you're just hanging on to your buddy, and they're kicking and pulling on you and having a good time. And so they do this, and eventually they take away both tanks. So they take away your last tank, and then right as they're taking away that tank, you've got nothing. You've got maybe a fin, a mask, maybe a snorkel. Nothing. You've just been pummeled for about 20 minutes, and so you look down about 25 meters away, and the tank comes down into the water. So you and your buddy swim there, and you get there, and you grab onto each other, and you pass the tank back between the two of you, and you breathe, and then you have to keep moving. And then as you're moving, so you're basically crawling on the bottom of the pool, fins and things will fall down to you, and you'd grab them and put them on. Well, so I'd been through Indoc 3 times. I've had more Black Thursdays than I care to remember, and so dive school was kind of a joke to me. The thing that sucked for me for dive school was running, because my ankles hurt and everything was. But anything in the pool, I was Jesus walking on the water. So, and that's hopefully what they do with you. You leave this course, you should be able to walk on water, and that's the theory of the pipeline. Is if they make Indoc so hard that you're like, whatever, man, I can handle anything you put in my way after going to that course. So we hardly had anybody fail dive school because Indoc was so hard. AETC doesn't let us do that as much, so it's a little bit nicer, so we have a little bit more failures, but the theory is still there. So I volunteered to go numerous times, and I went with this Army guy, who's a Ranger. Nothing against, he wasn't very comfortable in the pool, but I was able to, I drug him through and made sure he passed, because I still can hold my breath for a while. But so when I get out of the pool, the SEAL chief petty officers screaming at me, telling me that guy shouldn't have graduated, you know, you're wrong. And I'm sitting there going, but no, it's teamwork, you know, isn't that my job to help him get through? And he's like, Air Force, you are, you know, and he's yelling at me. And a couple days later, that guy ended up failing something else, and he's like, see, that man didn't mean to, we shouldn't have passed. And, you know, now it's been rectified. So I was like, alright, you know, but I felt bad because all I knew was teamwork and helping your teammates get through. I thought that's what was important. And I still believe in teamwork, and I think that he was wrong, but you got to trust the course. So that guy didn't end up passing anyway, so it didn't matter that I got him through. You know, I did my part. I was a good teammate. He didn't do his part. He wasn't a good teammate. He didn't pull his share. So, and I'm not making a judgment call. I'm just saying that your job is to get through this course. Your job is to help as many other people get through this course. If you do everything you can and you know that you did everything you could, that's all you got to do. And if for whatever reason you don't make it, it wasn't meant to be, you know. But if you gave everything you had and did everything you could and you still fail, you know, hey, hold your head high and say, you know, I tried, I gave it everything I could. And it's better to go down swinging, you know, than to just give up and fail or quit. So do your best. Do everything you can, and if you know at the end of the day you did everything you could, there's nothing to be ashamed of. You know, hopefully your best is good enough. Sometimes it's not, but hey, do your best. That's all anyone can ask of you in life. So whether you make it or not, if you know you did your best, you are good to go. So good luck in training, have a good one, and thank you.